Hello friends! Unfortunately, it often happens that someone's life starts off with unpleasant surprises and uncertainty in the future, testing the strength of the newborn creature. And that applies to all living things on our planet, not just the humans. That's exactly how it was for the little wolf dog named Yukai, whose life started off really hard. The hero of our story was born in 2008, and as it often happens, the breeder sold the dog to another person soon after its birth. Yukai lived at the new place until he turned 8 months old, after which the owner realized that he could no longer keep his four-legged friend and decided to simply send him off to a shelter, being well aware that his pet would inevitably be put to sleep. Basically, this is how Yukai's story could have ended. But fortunately, volunteers from one of the animal assistance organizations intervened. Having learned about Yukai's situation, they realized that they needed to act fast. Otherwise, the innocent animal would have been euthanized soon. The Shy Wolf Sanctuary is based in Naples, Florida. This organization was founded back in 2001 and still offers rehabilitation to domesticated and wild wolves, as well as other large animals that for some reason were pulled out of their natural habitat and fell into the hands of two-legged animals. Unfortunately, it's no secret that people often get the urge to domesticate wild predators. However, they usually soon realize that feeding and raising a wild animal is expensive and dangerous, so they simply take them to get euthanized. Fortunately, the volunteers of the organization arrived at the shelter in time to save the poor animal from certain death. They took Yukai to live in an enclosure with great living conditions, which was specifically set up for him. However, let me jump ahead and tell you that it was then that this story took a sharp turn. Because there, Yukai got a DNA test, which was shocking even to the experienced shelter employees. It turned out that this beautiful big creature wasn't just an ordinary wolf dog as they previously thought. Actually, the test showed that this guy was a real wolf. Over 90% of his DNA matched that of a gray wild wolf, and only a little part of it was inherited from the Siberian Husky and German Shepherd dogs. That is why he was so big and strong. Since the blood of his freedom-loving ancestors was flowing in Yukai's veins, he grew faster than people had expected and soon became simply enormous, which is what actually scared his owner. And when Brittany published a picture of Yukai next to her in February 2019, it instantly spread all over the internet, and many doubters even claimed that the picture was photoshopped. Thousands of people saw Yukai for the first time, commented on the picture saying that such huge wolves didn't exist. But that's exactly who Yukai grew up to be. After the picture went viral, many people contacted the shelter to learn more about this wolf-dog hybrid. The shelter employees shared that even given his formidable appearance, Yukai, who was 11 years old at the time, was a rather shy dog who only trusted a few people. Moreover, as strange as it may sound, Yukai was very affectionate with the volunteers of the organization and had a very docile character. Yukai immediately demonstrated whether he was willing to let someone into its comfort zone. He had a small group of volunteer women who were later jokingly named Yukai's harem. They were the only ones he trusted and allowed to come near him. He even allowed them to pet and play with them. He was a big and kind wolf. He was nicknamed Boo Boo because that was the sound he made when he saw one of his favorite volunteers. Yukai was very fond of ham and was the most famous inhabitant of the shelter. Over time, he even got a girlfriend named Bella. Unfortunately, 2008 brought some bad news. It turned out that Yukai had cancer. For the last 2 years of his life, the shelter provided him with all the necessary medical care, and of course the love he needed so badly. Yukai spent most of his time with people he liked while he struggled with this terrible diagnosis. However, on November 12, 2020, the giant wolf lost this battle to cancer. He left this world on his wolfish terms, in the middle of the night after a wonderful day with his friends. His companion, Bella, was moved to live with an elderly couple and adapted well to life without her faithful companion. And even though Yukai is no longer alive, his life can still be called wonderful. The first months of his life were difficult, but thanks to the shelter, the rest of his life were full of love and care. Wolf dogs can be kept as pets in the United States, but once removed from their natural habitat, they can no longer return to the wild, so they are often euthanized. Let's just hope that the next time a person decides to rid of their pet, they will pause for a second and think hard about what they're about to do. It's always better to try to find a new family for the animal rather than just put it to sleep. Friends, what do you think about this story? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. And that's probably enough for today. Rate the video if you liked it, and see you soon. Bye.